everyone, welcome to Pabbly. So in this video we are going to learn how to create Pipedrive deal when Facebook ad form is submitted. So I run an ad agency and want to create deals from the Facebook lead ads in Pipedrive CRM. So here my objective is, as soon as a new lead is created over the Facebook lead ads, I am going to create a deal on the Pipedrive CRM. So for building the connection between Facebook lead ads and Pipedrive, I am going to use an amazing software that is Pabbly Connect. So if you also want to build this automation, then let me take you towards my screen. Welcome to my screen. So in this video we are going to learn how to create a deal over the Pipedrive when the Facebook ad form is submitted. So right before you on my screen you can see I have integrated these both applications, that is Facebook lead ads and Pipedrive, by using a software that is Pabbly Connect. Now as soon as a lead form will be submitted over the Facebook lead ads, a deal will be created over the Pipedrive. And now I am going to show you how you can create this automation for your business. But before that I am going to show you the real working demo of this automation. So here you can see this is the Facebook page I am going to select, that is the Magic Makers. And now for submitting the form we just have to go to Metaphor developers page, and on the Metaphor developers page we are going to select this, that is lead ad testing tool page. And on this page we are getting the option for selecting the page, which is already selected as the Magic Makers, which I have already shown you on my Facebook account. And afterwards it is asking me to select the form. So here my form has been already selected as new lead ads form, but you have to remember one point, that you can create only one lead per form. So you have to delete your previous lead. For that you simply have to click over this delete lead and delete your previous lead. And here you can see my lead has been deleted as I have clicked over this delete lead. And now we just have to click over this preview form button and we will be getting the form. And here you can see I am getting the new lead ads form, and here we have to enter our full name, email, WhatsApp number and city. So now let's enter our details over here. And here you can see I have entered my full name as Smart Lead, email as lead@pabblytunes.com, WhatsApp number and the city as Mumbai. Now we simply have to click over this continue button for submitting a form. Now we just have to click over this submit button, and here a form has been successfully submitted. Now let's move on to a Pipedrive account and check whether we are receiving a deal over there or not with the same information I have filled here. So here you can see I have already logged in my Pipedrive account, and on the deals page you can see we are successfully receiving the deal which we have recently created, that is Facebook lead with the name Smart Lead, which we have recently filled over the lead ads form. So here you can see our automation is working properly. So you can also create automation like this by just using Pabbly Connect. Now for accessing the Pabbly Connect you just have to type its URL over the new tab, that is pabbly.com/connect, and once you will enter the URL you will be getting the landing page of Pabbly Connect. And here you can see we are getting two options, that is sign in and sign up free. So if you are a new user you can simply click over this sign up free, but if you are an existing user you can simply click over this sign in. But before moving on forward I am going to tell you about Pabbly Community. So here you can see this is the page of Pabbly Community, where automation users, marketers and business owners gather to share their ideas, ask questions and get relevant updates regarding using the Pabbly applications. So you can also join Pabbly Community now and grow your business with us. And if you wish to join the Pabbly Community you can find link in the description given below. Now let's move on to a Pabbly Connect again, and here I am going to simply click over this sign in. And as you finish your sign up you will be getting this all Pabbly apps page, and here you can see these are the products provided by Pabbly. And here we are going to access this Pabbly Connect app, which can integrate different applications and start automating your work. So for accessing the Pabbly Connect we simply have to click over this access now button, and we will be landed to the Pabbly Connect dashboard page. And here you can see this is the dashboard page of Pabbly Connect, and these are the folders I have created. So you can also create your own folder by clicking on this create a new folder button. And now I am going to create a workflow which will be integrating the application, that is Facebook lead ads and Pipedrive. So for that we simply have to click over this create workflow button, and as you will click on create workflow button you will be getting the option for selecting the workflow builder. So here you can see we are getting two workflow builder, that is Beta, which is modern, faster and more flexible, and another workflow builder we are getting is Classic, which will provide you stable and familiar approach. So here I am going to use this newly launched workflow builder Beta. So for that we simply have to click over this select button, and as you will click over the select button you will be getting a dialog box where you have to provide a name to your workflow. So now I am going to provide a name to my workflow. So here I am going to provide it the name create Pipedrive deal when Facebook ad form is submitted. And now further we are getting the option for selecting the folder. So from here I am going to select the folder that is Facebook folder. And after that we simply have to click over this create button, and here you can see we are getting this pop-up which says workflow created successfully, and we are landed to a workflow page. And on this page we are getting the option for adding the trigger. So now you might be thinking, what is this trigger? So trigger is basically the first application or the application which is going to initiate our workflow. So in this case we want to initiate our workflow as soon as a new lead ad form is submitted from the Facebook. So for that we are going to select my trigger app as Facebook lead ad. So just select this add trigger button and we will be landed to this trigger setup page. And on this trigger setup page I am going to search for the Facebook lead ads as my trigger app. So here we are getting the Facebook lead ad. So let's select it, and afterwards it is asking me to select the app event. So here I am going to select my app event as new lead instant, as I want to create a new lead over the Facebook lead ads. Now we simply have to click over this connect button for connecting our Facebook lead ads with Pabbly Connect, and here we are landed to the page. So if you already have an existing connection, you can use this, that is select existing connection, and if you want to build a new connection you can simply click over this add new connection button, and afterwards we just have to click over this connect with Facebook lead ads, and here we have to select our Facebook account. So here I have selected my Facebook account, and afterwards our connection has been successfully created, and here we are getting some of the fields. So the first field we are getting is page name. So from here I am going to select my page, that is Magic Makers. So let's select our page over here, and afterwards it is asking me to select the lead gen form. So I want to receive the data from this new lead ads form, so I will be selecting this. And if I want to receive the data from all your forms, you can select this, that is all lead gen form. So here my form has been already selected, and if you wish to create your own form you simply have to go to Meta Business Suite, and on the Meta Business Suite you are getting the option for all tools, and on this all tools option we just have to search for the instant forms. And here you can see we are getting the option for instant form, so just select it, and from here you can create your own form. But I already have an existing form, so I will be selecting that which I have already selected as new lead ad forms. So by this process you can create your own form. Afterwards we just have to enable this button of simple responses. Now we simply have to click over the save and send test request button, and here you can see it is waiting for the webhook response. Now for providing the webhook response we have to do a test submission. Now for doing the test submission we just have to move to our Meta for Developers page. So here you can see this is my Meta for Developers page, and on this page we are getting the option for resources, and on the resources we are getting the option for developers tools. So as you will click on developer tools you will be landed to this page, and on this page we just have to select this lead ads RTO debug tool, and we will be landed to a lead ads testing tool page. And here you can see we are on this page, and here we are getting the option for selecting the page and the form. So I have already told you that I am going to select my page as the Magic Makers, and the form I am going to select is new lead ads form. And afterwards we firstly have to delete our previous lead because we can create only one lead per form. So now let's delete our previous lead, and here you can see I don't have any lead submitted. Now let's click over this preview form button, and we will be getting the form, that is new lead ads form, and now we just have to fill these details for submitting the form. So here you can see I have filled my full name as demo lead, email as demo@pabblytudes.com, WhatsApp number and the city as Mumbai. Now we simply have to click over this continue button for submitting our form, and now we just have to click over this submit button, and here you can see our form has been successfully submitted. Now let's move on to our Pabbly Connect again and check whether we are receiving the response over there or not. And here you can see on my Pabbly Connect I am successfully receiving the response with the details which I have recently filled over the Facebook lead ads. So here with this we are done with our trigger setup. Now we just have to set up our action step, and now on this case we have to set up our action app as Pipedrive, as we are going to create a deal over there. So for that you simply have to click over this add new action step button, and we will be landed to the action setup page, and here we just have to search for the Pipedrive, and here you can see I'm getting the option for Pipedrive. So let's select it, and afterwards it is asking me to select the app event. So I am going to firstly create a person because I need person ID for creating a deal. So now we simply have to click over this connect button, and here you can see we are landed to the connection page. So if you already have an existing connection you can simply click over this select existing connection, and if you want to build a new connection you can simply click over this add new connection button, and here it is asking me to enter the API token. So for getting the API token we just have to move to our Pipedrive account. And here you can see I'm landed to my Pipedrive account, and on the profile of this Pipedrive account we just have to click over this personal preferences, and here on the personal preferences page we just have to click over this API, and here you can see I'm getting my personal API token. So now let's copy this API token and we are going to paste this API token over the Pabbly Connect. So now let's paste our API token over here. Now we simply have to click over the save button for saving the connection, and here our connection has been successfully built and saved, and here we are getting some of the fields. So now I am going to map these fields. Now you might be thinking, what is this mapping? So mapping is basically inserting the data from the previous step, and mapping basically makes the field dynamic, means you don't have to enter your values again and again. The fields will be changed with every new response. So here I am going to map my name from the response which I have received from the Facebook lead ads. So here I am going to map my name, and afterwards I am going to map my phone from the response which I have received from the Facebook lead ads. So here I am going to map my phone number also, and afterwards I am going to map my email, and here I am going to map my city. So here I have mapped my all details. Now we simply have to click over the save and send test request, and here you can see our response is positive, means we have successfully created a person. And here you can see we are getting the person ID which we required for creating a deal. Now we are going to add one new action step, that is for creating a deal. So now again you have to click over this add new action step button, and afterwards you just have to search for the Pipedrive. So here you can see I'm getting the Pipedrive. Now I am going to select my app event as create deal, and afterwards we simply have to click over this connect button, and here I am going to save my existing connection. So just click over the save button, and here you can see we are getting the fields. So on the titles I am going to map the name of my Facebook lead. So you just have to map the response from the Facebook lead ad. So here I have provided the title as Facebook lead, and afterwards I have entered the name of my lead, and here we are getting many fields such as creation date which is not required, so I am going to leave it blank, and afterwards we are getting the status as open, pipeline ID as pipeline, and stage is qualified, and here we are getting the field that is owner and organization. And now we just have to map the person ID from the response which we have received from the Pipedrive while creating a person. So here I am going to map the person ID. So here you can see we are getting this field that is data ID, so I am going to map it. So here we have mapped our person ID. Now we just have to enter the probability. So you can enter your deal success probability between 0 to 100. So here I have entered my probability as 100, and now we are getting some of the fields which are not required. So I am going to simply click over the save and send test request, and here you can see we are receiving a positive response, means we have successfully created a deal over the Pipedrive. Now let's move on to our Pipedrive account and check whether we are receiving a deal over there or not with the same response which I have filled over the Facebook lead ads form. So now let's move on to our Pipedrive, and here on the sidebar you can see we are getting the option for deals. So let's select it, and here you can see we are successfully receiving the Facebook lead which we have recently created, named as demo lead. So this is the way you can create an automation by just using Pabbly Connect and can integrate different applications for your business. So start using Pabbly Connect now, and stay tuned to our YouTube channel for learning more about Pabbly and creating many more amazing automations like this. Thank you for watching this video. Not only this automation, you can build many more integrations like this by just using Pabbly Connect. So if you have any doubt, you can mail us at support@pabbly.com, and if you have any queries, you can post it over the forums.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, then you can visit the URL given over here. So start using Pabbly Connect for free now.